Hey guys, last challenge question of the day. A 12-foot long board is a seesaw. Jim, who weighs 150 pounds, is sitting on the end of the board on one side of the fulcrum. Betsy, who weighs 120 pounds, is sitting on the other end of the board. Find the number of feet from Betsy to the fulcrum if the seesaw is in balance. Express your answers in improper fraction reduced to lowest terms. Okay, so we have a teeter-totter. Now, if they're both sitting, if Jim weighs more than Betsy and they're sitting on the ends of a teeter-totter and the teeter-totter is balanced, then the middle thing, the thing that you set the teeter-totter on, can't be dead in the middle. So what you have here is you have the teeter-totter, and over here you've got the 150 pounds, that is Jim, and over here you've got the 120 pounds, that is Betsy. Now, the fulcrum can't be right in the middle. Again, because Jim would go down and Betsy would go up. So how do you balance it out? Well, what you do is you move the fulcrum more towards Jim than Betsy. So Jim is over here, Betsy's over here, and now, because we've moved the fulcrum, the teeter-totter's in balance. So we want to know what this distance is. How long is the board from the fulcrum? So we're going to call that our D. That's our unknown. That's our D. And then the whole board is 12 feet long. They tell us that it's 12 feet long. So if that part's D, this part is 12 minus D. That. And then, because what we have, and I'm going to jump over to the other thing here in just a second, but this is basically what's going on. You've got, and what it is, it's about force. His weight times his distance from the fulcrum has to match her weight times her distance from the fulcrum. So if we jump over to the DOM equation editor and we write 150 times his length of board has to be the same as 120 times her length of board. And now we have a very straightforward, equation to solve. We distribute the 150, we get 1800 minus 150D equals 120D. We add 150D to both sides. So you add 150D over here, you add 150D over here, you get 1800 equals 270D. You're then going to divide both sides by 1800, 1270. So you're going to take 1800 divided by 270, and I said 1270. Now I'm just messing this one up all over the place. So this is 270D divided by 270. And of course, on the right-hand side, you're going to be down to D. And on the left-hand side, you're going to have to reduce that fraction. Well, they're clearly both divisible by 10. So that's 180 over 27. And both of those are divisible by 9. 180 divided by 9 is 20. And 27 divided by 9 is 3. So if we go back to our original question here, it says, find the number of feet. Well, we found out that D was equal to 20, well, you gotta love my writing, over 3. And that's it. All right, watch these again. Ask questions if you have any.